Intelligence isn't about how much you know. It's about how you think, how you process information, how you make decisions. And psychology has identified specific everyday behaviors that correlate with lower cognitive function. Not lack of education, not lack of opportunity, low intelligence. And if you're doing these things regularly, you might not be as smart as you believe you are. Here's what psychologists are watching for. The first habit is taking everything personally. Low intelligence correlates with inability to separate self from situation. When something goes wrong, people with lower cognitive capacity immediately internalize it as a reflection of their worth. Someone criticizes their work and they hear you're worthless. Someone disagrees with their opinion and they hear you're stupid. This happens because they lack the cognitive flexibility to hold multiple perspectives simultaneously. Higher intelligence allows abstract thinking, the ability to separate variables, to understand that you can be valuable as a person while your work has flaws. The second habit is refusing to admit being wrong. Intelligence correlates with comfort in uncertainty and error. Smart people update their beliefs when presented with new information, but people with lower intelligence defend wrong positions desperately. This happens because admitting error requires metacognition, the ability to observe your own thinking and evaluate it. Lower intelligence lacks strong metacognitive ability. They can't step outside their thoughts to assess them. The third habit is constantly seeking distraction. Low intelligence struggles with boredom, needs constant stimulation, can't sit in silence. This happens because their internal world isn't engaging. Higher intelligence has rich internal lives. They can sit quietly and be entertained by their own thoughts. They build mental models and solve problems imaginatively. Their mind is constantly active, even without external input. The fourth habit is speaking before thinking. Intelligence requires impulse control at the cognitive level. Smart people have a gap between thought and speech. They consider how their words will land. But lower intelligence speaks impulsively. Whatever comes to mind comes out of mouth. No filter, no consideration. This creates problems because there's no executive function moderating the flow. The fifth habit is blaming external factors for everything. Low intelligence has an external locus of control. Everything that happens is caused by outside forces. No ownership, no agency. Higher intelligence sees chains of causation, understands that current circumstances are cumulative results of past decisions. Even when external factors exist, they focus on what they could control. These 5 habits aren't absolute markers. Smart people occasionally lapse. But when these are consistent patterns, they indicate lower cognitive capacity. The good news is, habits can change. You can develop metacognition. You can practice impulse control. You can take ownership. Intelligence isn't entirely fixed. It's partially trainable, and training starts with recognizing and eliminating the habits that keep you cognitively stuck.